Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of D313XP, episode 28. This is your boy DC1 back in the building, man. I got my guy Breed, man. No, Miss J will be joining us shortly, man. Breed, what's going on with you, man? How you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good. It's good to talk about Detroit sports, man. So it's always a good day when you talk about Detroit sports, man. Always a good day.
Absolutely, man. It's all got to talk about Detroit sports, man. Unfortunately, just want to let everybody know those who thought that Terry Foster will be here will not be able to make it to the show. So just be on the lookout in future shows that Pops he'll be on, but he will not be on this show today. So we're just gonna be holding it down today, me and myself and Breed and Nomis when he eventually shows up. But so yeah, man, we're gonna hold it down, man. So yeah, so man,
Sure.
Breed, we gotta talk some Lions victory, right?
We definitely do.
So
Definitely
we
do.
we gotta talk about it, man. We gotta talk about
Mm-hmm.
it, man. So the Lions pulled out the victory on the shootout, 41-38 against the Los Angeles Chargers, man. Um, there was a huge victory because of the simple fact that Minnesota had won their game. So the Lions had to make sure they took care of business against somewhat of a suspect LA Chargers team that coming off a previous victory Monday night
Mm-hmm.
against the New York suspect Jets,
Right.
as I say. Hey,
For
but
sure.
yeah, man. But the Lions came out, they took care of business, man. So Bree, man. So I know you watched the game and stuff, man.
Mhm.
So what was your feels, man? What stood out to you the most, man, out that game against the Chargers?
Well, I think number one, the composure of this team, even going back and forth, that they still, no matter what the Chargers was doing this back and forth, they still stayed on it. They still stayed on it. The run game to me, I was man, Gibbs, Montgomery. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you got to give them credit. But them, and of course, St. Brown, man. St. Brown do St. Brown things, though. But the Khalif Raymond, it's a collective group, man. Even though I know people want to talk about defense and everything, but you know what I'm saying. But when you're going against a Chargers team who's has some Eckler and Allen, I mean, what can you do? I mean, those guys are just elite. It's nothing too much you can do. They're gonna get theirs. It's nothing you can really do. But just their composure, man, and then just being on the road and not getting phased. And it's this coaching staff, man. It's like we got to believe in them because they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. So that to me was really key. In my opinion, it's a lot of things you can really say, but those are the things that really keyed in to me was those things there. But the offense and how high powered this offense is, man, and the offensive line is that, man, give respect to that offensive line too. I mean, and the defense, it ain't no slouch defense. You got Khalil Mack and you got Bosa and how they was just going through them in that run game. So the run game to me is what really was the main thing I focused on, and I think did us well.
Absolutely, man. Like the running game was surreal, man. David Montgomery, 12 carries, 116 yards. That's including he had that big 75 run touchdown, which you know you got to give credit to that offensive line, man, and that JMO with that block to make sure he
Mm-hmm.
secured that 75-yard run touchdown, man. Jameer
Mm-hmm.
Gibbs, 14 carries, 77 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. So I mean, they ran the football very well, man. They did the offensive line. They protected Jared Goff for the most part. Jared Goff went 23 for 33, 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions in that. So it was the difference, man. Difference the turnover that the Chargers had with Kirby Joseph make that unbelievable interception, man. Saying had the shin, saying inbounds, which just equals to 2 feet. Was huge, man. Get that turnover. But Justin Herbert, he's still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But he did, he had 27 for 40, 323, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. But the Eckler, he had very well 19 carries, 67 yards. He had a touchdown. Then the receiving, man, St. Brown, 8 carries, 156 yards and a TD. But you're looking on the other side, Keenan Allen, man, 11 catches, 175 yards, 2 TDs, man. So it was a shootout. The Chargers are a good offensive team. They're not great defensively, especially in their pass defense. From my perspective, I didn't really see the game and watching highlights. But the Lions, it was one of those games. I'm gonna say this right quick too. It was one of those games, I guess some Lions fans was overreacting. Oh man, defense was terrible. Oh my goodness, now let me tell you something, man. This is the NFL. Every game you're gonna have games. You're gonna have shootouts. You're gonna have games. He's gonna have a low scoring defensive game. You're gonna it's the NFL. It's an 18 week season, 17 games. You're not gonna have every game it's gonna be always a different outcome. It's something gonna go to the shootout. It's something gonna be a defensive score. Sometimes you might blow somebody out. You probably get blown out. It happens. I'm not overreacting about their defense. I know the defense needs some work. Has to be still get some things need to be addressed. I'm saying as far as the pass rush and stuff, which we end up signing preserving from Seattle. But like you said again, like I said, it's this team's still going to continue to get better. They're 7-2. They're going to continue to get better. They're going to learn each of them going forward. I just hear that some of these people using the Lions, played terrible defense. I'm not overreacting that. The Lions took care of business. They got the win. They was the better team on the field against the Chargers. Chargers are not a good defensive team, like they was the last couple of years. You know what you're going to get with a Chargers team. They're gonna keep it close. They're going to keep it close. But Lions came out with the victory. They are moving on to the next. Against our division rival Chicago Bears. So. But yeah, it was a very exciting game. Guys stepped up, like like you said, Khalif Raymond's in the world. Even J-Mo has some key blocks. I'm saying he had key blocks, and even though he only had 2 catches for 18 yards, but he has some key blocks, especially that when we just talked about, including that run for the I'm saying that David Montgomery had for that 75-yard touchdown. It was a key block. So and then Dan Campbell, man, going forward on 4th down, which the one that really secured the victory for the game with a field goal, when he went for it on 4th and 2. Like, hey, this is we ain't scared. We're gonna go for it. So people like, oh, you should have kicked the field goal, but Dan Campbell knew that, like, hey, we're not gonna give this Chargers team time on the clock.
Yeah. So and you don't want to keep going, and you don't want to keep going in those shootouts with them, because you never know. You could punt them the ball and they could score. Now you down.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So it's for that was people say it was a gutsy call. If he didn't make it, you'd be like, oh, that was a terrible decision, but he went for it and converted it. That was he's a genius. But He said, man, the Lions, they did what they had to do. Especially when you coming off a bye week, going on the road with an environment that is probably more Lions fans than Chargers fans. But you know how it is in LA. So
Yep.
So
Yep.
but yeah,
With the Rams or the Chargers, it be having a lot of away fans in their stadiums. It's just
absolutely.
great.
Absolutely. So Lions did what they said. They took care of business in LA. Again, it's a Chargers team that's trying to stay within the playoff race. So but yeah, man, it was like I said, it was a good victory for the Lions. That he's going on to the Chicago Bears, a division opponent. So Bree, man, I gotta ask you, man, what did you think? So I gotta ask you, man, what do you think about Stephen A. Smith putting the Lions as his top 5?
You talk about the Detroit Lions. They come to top 5. I'm like, man, didn't the same couple weeks you said the Lions was frauds? Now you back on the bandwagon. Come on, bro. Like I like Stephen A. Don't get me wrong, but man, he's one of the most wishy-washiest guys I know. Like it makes no freaking sense to me. Like you change your mind, you say we was fraud, nah, man. You ain't jumping back on this bandwagon now. Nah. You stay talking about the Carl girls and leave our team alone.
Absolutely, man.
Real. Nah, I'm good on that. Good on that.
We gotta get a shout out to Dynasty Sports Network, man. And a guy, Big Willie Styles, King, Cass, Big A, Culture, man. You gotta get it's fluid. Yeah. Yes, it's fluid.
Yeah. The Michigan fans, salute.
Yeah.
Salute.
Yeah, the salute. Yeah.
It's all love though.
Yeah, man. We definitely gonna talk about that Harbaught suspension though. We definitely gonna talk about that though. So yeah, it's crazy, man, and it's some interesting things. We gonna get into that later, man. We gonna get into it. It's some things that Paul Feinbaum and Stephen A. and Shannon. Yeah, I'm quite sure Big A was probably like, oh my goodness, you gotta be serious, these clowns. But it is what it is. But we still gonna continue talking the Lions, man. So
yeah,
we still definitely talk about Lions. We want to get a shout out. We want to get a shout out very quick to Foster, man. Foster. You gotta get a shout out to him with the chat, man. Thank you for coming through on.
Chicago Bears fan, by the way. Chicago Bears fan. But
well,
much respect.
Absolutely, man. So Bree, yeah, man. Speaking of this, we're gonna continue with the Lions, man. So getting that the Lions, we just end up signing Bruce Irvin. What do you think about the acquiring him on our team?
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem. I mean, and any defensive help, I mean, even as a veteran, it can help with this team. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I know some people have issues with it, or they wish we could have signed, better defensive linemen or something like that. But we don't know if they even tried to do that or what they offered. Maybe they offered it maybe they tried to get Chase Young. Maybe they tried to get, these other guys, and they just wasn't okay with the offer. So we don't know that. But I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I know, and I get tired of, fans say that, like, oh, man, we should have got this person, but that's any other team. It's like everybody's defense is not perfect. You got to start somewhere. But I think him as a signing is a good for as far as experience and teaching, these young guys, like Hutchinson and Bugs and all these guys. He could teach them. He could teach them a lot of things, just having the experience he's had over the years being with Seattle. So I think even if it's on a practice squad, it's still good to have guys like that. So I don't have a problem with it at all. I mean, I wish him well. Um, it hopefully he does play and he can make an impact. So I'm hoping the best.
I'm with you on this. I don't have a I don't have a major issue with it. At pretty much, that's something that oh yeah we gonna wild about. No, I mean at least I take it. It's something better than nothing. I mean Bruce Irvin. I know he has not had the sacks that he had like he used to. I believe, from my understanding, only had like 3.5 sacks and over the last couple years or something like that. And I know it's coming to some of that due to he's been hurt, saying and stuff. But um, and he's just point that he didn't fit, that the Seattle decided to move on to a different direction. But I mean, I'm with you. I don't have a problem with it. We know he just pretty much is like insurance policy. We don't know what James Houston is going to come back, or is he even he gonna come back this season? So, but yeah, it's you need somebody, you need that other edge rusher who's gonna help Aiden Hutchinson, man. So, hopefully, he can come out and can be that spark that can help this pass rush. So it can help our linebackers, our secondary, man. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how they utilize him. How's Aaron Glenn and Dan Campbell, how they're gonna utilize him. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. We're taking the game by game. So, hey, I don't have a problem with the Bruce Irvin for the most part. So, yeah. So, I mean, some people like, oh man, that's we don't. Why we get a guy like him? He ain't been. I mean, sometimes we seen players didn't have finished off their career, what I'm saying, with one team and things don't go well. Then they get to another team and things changes, what I'm saying, like, hey, they start playing well, or they or they just don't show up, don't play well at all. So we'll see, not gonna go crazy about it, but we'll see. Let's see. Maybe he could be a big impact. Maybe like I said, he's just only here, just for this season.
Yeah,
it's not like, oh, we're gonna do it like the Bears did with Montez Sweat, and get him a contract extension and sign him. It ain't the case. It's not the case of that. We just needed somebody that can help us get into the playoffs, win this division,
right?
And see where it goes from there.
And it's just like, and to me, and a lot of fans got to understand this too. Just because you sign a guy doesn't mean he's going to fit in your system. You can have the best guy in the world and stuff like that to sign, but he could be just not in the right situation. He could not do that. Like when we signed Trey Flowers, we thought, oh man, Trey Flowers, he might be this, but then come to find out, he didn't produce the way we thought he would. It happens with teams, but it happens with all these teams. They draft somebody or they pick up somebody, and it just doesn't work out. So it happens all around. But for this team, man, it's just the drafting has been right so far last couple of years. So with this defense, what I'm saying, it comes better with drafting and signing and stuff like that. But things gonna get better for this team and this defense. Trouble. Trouble.
What's up?
No, Miss J. What's going on with you, brother?
Not much. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What's going on?
We can hear you, long as you stepping back from the camera.
You step back from the goddamn camera, man.
Look here. I can see this on high def. But I do come with gifts, though. I do come with
Come with it, brother.
Come with it. So we're gonna take it back right quick since you just joining in, Nomas. So we just talked about the review of the Lions or victory against the Chargers, man. So I know you was at work, and I know you saw highlights of the game. So what was your feel of the game, and what stood out to you the most about that game?
Well, no, I saw the game. Most of it, what I needed to see. What stood out to me, from a good standpoint, was the run game. That was like clear as day in how that offensive line looked. First off, you know what? I gotta give a shout out to a player that was drafted here in 2016 with another player. Probably was kind of considered just bland and boring and average. Came out of school from Detroit, actually, in the state of Michigan. And you know what? He took the second time in his career, he took somebody's starting position, and that's Mr. Graham Glasgow. Let me get y'all to understand something here. This is probably the best I think we've ever seen him play in his entire career between the Lions and Denver. He was talented. He started left guard before. This guy can play left, right, and center now. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he started for us at left guard. He took the position from Lincoln Tomlinson, who's with the Jets now. And he's been serviceable for years. You know, he left us, got a big contract with Denver, then he comes back on a cheap deal. You can tell he never wanted to leave. And to see him play like that, especially when he took over for Radnow. Now, it was against the Raiders, granted, but still, you know, now you see how he's run blocking better than he's ever had. He's looked much more like the guy we hope he could be, right? You know, this is a guy that goes back with Taylor Decker, been in the league as long as him. They came in together, you know what I'm saying? You got two Buckeyes on this offensive line, a Wolverine, you got a run blocking master like Sewell coming from Oregon, and then you got, you know, an Arkansas guy. You couldn't ask for a much unique offensive line for the Lions to have built. You know, you got to give your hat off to Bob Quinn, though, on that, because he got a lot of those players here in the first place. And just to tip your hat off to Hank Fraley, man. Like I said, he is the example of this team. Why you had to get talent all across throughout this team for this coaching staff to work with. Now, do the coaching staff got to do a little bit better in development? Yeah, but he's a good example. And like, just to see the run plays, just know that the 75-yard TD was actually a play they had to just come up with out of nowhere, just to lean on, because somebody didn't have the right lineup and they didn't have a guy in there that didn't know what he was supposed to do, and they just come out with that. That's just impressive. Now, Chargers, we know, ain't got the best defense in the world, despite the talent they do got on there. That's just been their history as a franchise for a long time, but it don't take away from what we saw good. You know, David Montgomery with the wheels. We've been waiting for him. The 30-yard runs from Gibbs, just to have 200 yards rushing in a single game as a whole game. That's just beautiful. You know, another game we could say we have 500 yards worth of offense. That's why you have to build the offensive line. That's why you have to build the trenches. You have to dominate. You have to move pieces out the way. And at the end of the day, what I took from that is that this starting to look like the Lions I was hoping to see. Now, obviously, we want to see them get J-Mo more acclimated. You know what I'm saying? Just so he can finally be a part of it. And at the end of the day, he's a playmaker. And as playmakers do, man, you got to put them in position to make plays. So, you know, if you can't get him the ball passing, give him a jet sweep, give him a tight end screen, be creative with him and let him get himself going. Once he gets that dribbling rush going, he'll probably make a big play downfield. But and as far as negative, we already know you knew you was going against a good quarterback yesterday, I'm sorry. And, you know, he brung it, man. Let's be real. Keenan Allen is a dog. He's going to make you stress, and that's just what you had to deal with, because, you know, you couldn't bring pressure on the quarterback. And you have to bring pressure on quarterbacks, especially when you get later in the season, when you have to run the ball on one end and you have to bring pressure. It's just the truth. I don't care how good your secondary is or not. You have got to come up with ways to bring pressure on these quarterbacks. You cannot sit there and let them get that time in the pocket to do what they did to us. You know what I'm saying? If you put some real pressure, some real heat on them, this game is looking a whole lot different. You know what I'm saying? That's what Justin Herbert is. He's good to get the time to throw. When he has to create and he gets no time, it's going to be a different looking game. So I hope our front office take that into account moving forward. You know, we go keep taking game by game. But other than that, that's what I took from the game.
Absolutely, man. And then also too, man, we was just talking about, you know, we're acquiring Bruce or Irvin. What was your feel about that, man, Nomas?
Honestly, I don't have no feeling to it because to me, I just look at that as us signing Dwight Freeney 2.0. You know, I feel like we've been down this road before. You know, when we picked him up before, and I thought he was going to come in and do something. Not saying Bruce won't. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll show us that, maybe prove us wrong or something like that. But it's kind of underwhelming because I feel like it don't really move the needle for our D line. You know what I'm saying? I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring a veteran in there, but I mean, it's depth, but it's just like, is he going to be able to make a difference? You know, because even guys who 35 years old can still come make a difference, but we don't know if he's going to be able to make a big enough difference for our defense. And to me, he's not even the real fix to the problem I think there is. I think the problem is we need somebody who can play a 3-tech role for us up the middle that can generate pass rush, interior pressure, you know. And no, it's another edge is fine, but Aiden, he's helped when it comes to interior pressure because get some interior pressure. I still think Romeo and Julian Okoro can hit home. They have at times without it. So it's like we really need that interior pressure. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it is what it is. I'm not gonna beat it down forever, but this is just an example why I say we gotta act aggressive when it's actually early. You have a chance to do it. You know what I'm saying? That way you don't have to worry about a trade deadline and worry about hoping you can get somebody off the waiver wire or somebody get released. You know what I'm saying? You want to make your moves ahead of time. You want to make sure you're making the right moves. You know what I'm saying? That comes with free agency and, of course, most of all, the draft. But yeah, I don't hate the move. Just I don't see if it's going to help us enough.
Well, like you said, me and Bree, we was talking about it, man. Like I said, that we both don't have an issue with it. I mean, obviously, you don't really much either. It's not like a move that's gonna. Thank God you got your damn cheeses. Thank God. Thank God. Damn. But yeah, like you said, man, we only, like you said, we'll just see taking the game out at a time, man. And AC, maybe he could make an impact. We just only got him for this season, for the rest of the season, man. It's not like we gonna have him we gonna have him next year. Get him a contract, for next year and all that. Just for this season, we'll see how it goes, man. Maybe he could be a nice impact, for the team. Maybe not. Like you see, we'll see how it goes. But I understand where you're coming from. There, almost when you said, the interior is the biggest thing, but the thing is, I think they looked at it as, which I'd agree with this, that we don't know when James Houston is coming back. Even if he's coming back this season, we don't even know. So it's in that situation. It's like, okay, we get somebody up the edge, that can help Aiden Hutchinson, man. But like I said, we'll see, man. We'll see how the outcome turns out.
Try to hear something real quick. Hold on.
The damn Modelo.
Hey, no. You gotta give a special announcement whenever you passing gas, bro. Please. Come on, man.
I don't do that.
Come on, man. We heard that sound, man. I don't think it was opening the can. I think it was something down.
That was strictly opening the can. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, you was opening the can, all right.
Oh, I'm telling you what can I'm open. I'm open can whoop ass.
Okay, Steve Austin. Okay.
Right. Oh my goodness. He finally bought his Modelo and cheeses, man. Man, can you sit up, brother?
No, I am sitting up.
What did I tell you about sitting on your stomach doing videos, man?
I'm sitting up.
Hey, Bree, he ain't running to no walls yet, so
no, not yet. Not yet.
This guy,
not yet. Give it time.
Give it time.
Give it time.
Yeah, and no Terry Foster, man, unfortunately, man. So hopefully we'll have him on the show in the future. So unfortunately, no Terry for today, man. So but yeah, just be on the lookout. Maybe we have on future upcoming episodes. So just be on the lookout.
I'm gonna say this real quick and I'm gonna give it back to you. First of all, for the Modelo and the cheese just to make its epic return, you know what I'm saying? And us for me so far having stable connection ain't hit the screen yet because I got kicked out, knock on wood. If y'all can, man, please, if you be so kind, if you're new to this channel, if you're new to the stream, if you like what we do here, you like us teasing each other, you like us being toxic, man, you want to hear the sports talk, you want to bash me in the chat, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, man. Hit us and follow us on all social media, D313XP, and follow him as well at DC1. Daryl Simpson on his YouTube page, and also the New Breed 313 and the New Breed Real Talk as well. Follow us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit us with a sub, man. We trying to get this thing going. And I got a personal announcement I want to make at the end of the stream as well for y'all on our journey, man, on something new that I think it's about time that I personally made for myself as a content creator to do. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna hit it right back to my my light-skinned acting partner, Daryl.
Asshole.
Yes.
Yeah, man. So we definitely, man. Let's. Any final thoughts about the Lions and Chargers before we move on to the?
Oh, shout out to Riley Patterson. No, I think that's probably the biggest kick he's ever made in his career. I don't think he gets enough credit. I know it was a kick he's made before, but not in that situation with the game on the line. And I think a lot of, our kicking game has been through a lot since we lost Matt Prater. And I think he's been under a lot of pressure too because he doesn't have the strongest leg, but he's accurate. So to have him have that moment and them celebrating around him like that, that was pretty wonderful. And I'm glad he was real humble. You can tell it was new for him. So hopefully it improves his confidence that he those at least 52 yards. Because if you can score points and touchdowns, all you gotta do is keep us within the 40-50 yard range, and we should have a chance if we actually need that leg. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want to be as a team. You like to have Justin Tucker, but you can't always have that. But so I say salute my hat to the young man, Riley Patterson, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, before we get to this Bears thing, Nomis, I think since we on this panel, it's something that you and Owen 16 had a little discussion earlier. Do you want to kind of reiterate? Because I kind of saw it, and not quite sure Breed and the other guys.
Owen think I threw him under the bus. Look, I love Owen to death. He know that. He think I threw him under the bus because the whole Bruce Irvin thing, and he was basically saying we 7-2. Why y'all still complaining? Y'all act like y'all the GMs and stuff like that. And when I made that voice recording, it wasn't to necessarily throw him under the bus. I told him, I said, listen, I understand people who side with Brad Holmes 100% of the way and everything. Nobody's saying he's a bad GM. I still rank him higher than Bob Quinn. The only thing we're saying is because he's a black GM, I want him to do the best for him. I could give a damn less about a highlight move or a media move. I wasn't on the Chase Young bandwagon. I didn't care less about Chase Young. I wanted something different because I need a player on this defense that's better. It's not about the Super Bowl. We're not going there no matter what. No player we're going to trade for this offseason, or during this middle of the season, go help take us to a Super Bowl. No, you was going to have to trade your whole capital away, and it still may not happen. So my thing was, it's about prepping for that next couple of years process to us get there. If we get some guys in here that's better than what we have, it makes the guys that we draft better because they have better talent to play across. That's what you do. I don't want us being the cow itches where we get a couple good players each year out the draft and we get a stable vets and then we only beating up on small teams. And then when we face some real competition, you get a repeat of the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? Or you get smoked. You know what I'm saying? I want us to actually learn from what we did in the 90s and then learn how to take it to the next level, regardless who our quarterback is, whether it's Jared Goff, whether it's some other guy, whereas, you know what I'm saying? I want us to learn from our past discretions for once as a franchise. Forget about the record. You know what I'm saying? Your defense was weak last year. You won 9 games. Okay, you're starting off better. You've been having a lot of these guys on this roster for the last few years. You should find a way to improve if you got good coaching. And the coaching is good. Can it be better? Yes. I just want the Lions to have a roster that's capable of competing with the big dogs, where you win the game or not. You want your child to go to the dance. Well, you got to make sure you spend a little money, and you got to go out there and get something that's good for your child to wear so they can go to the dance. You're not asking them to win prom queen or homecoming queen or homecoming king or prom king. You just asking them to prep them to go to the dance. That's all it's about. We in our window, so you want to make the right moves that make sense to go in that window. I'm not asking for a flashy move. I don't do flashy. I don't do cute. What about me says cute? I'm from Detroit. I just want a player that can help us out. Some of these guys we could have traded for would have been probably better than most of our defensive line. It's Aiden Hutchinson and the fast steppers out here. He can't do it all by himself. I mean, I didn't watch games where we had 12 men out there and not only got flat, we still couldn't hit on. We are only built to beat up on subpar teams to good teams at best. I'm just trying to make sure that Brad Holmes understands you can't cheat dying your way up to things. At some point, whether you like it or not, I don't know how much you try to draft and trade, get a little draft pitch. At some point, somebody going to have to get paid, including your quarterback. You can't avoid it. It's like the rain. You can hide in the house and do whatever you want, but guess what? The rain's still coming. You can't stop the rain. That's all I'm trying to get on to explain. He thinking we're just mad and complaining about the record. No, screw the record. That record won't mean nothing if we make the playoffs and get smoked. God forbid if we started going on the losing streak that we weren't expecting to have. Bump the record. Don't get lost on minimal success. Aim higher as a Lions fan. Demand more. Trust me, you have a right to demand more as a fan. I'm not asking you to be reckless, just saying demand a little bit more. You have to, as a businessman, whether you're a businessman or not, you have to make preparations for the future. You don't worry about all day with me. But at the same time, if you got an opportunity to prepare for the future, you want to do that so you can be ready. That's all I'm saying. Love on the depth. That's all I was trying to iterate to him. I think he just misunderstands the point of why some of us in that group chat, Big A, myself and King, why we say the stuff we say. It's not about trying to be sexy. It never has been. It's never been about that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's it, Bree. So do you agree with what Noman's talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I understand where Noam is coming from and stuff, but it's just like we gotta understand too, man. Like this defense and everything is not, it's gonna be a process. We're definitely not gonna get good overnight. It's gonna be a progress. We're gonna have injuries. We're gonna have a lot of things. So it happens, but we're not gonna have that. I mean, we're not gonna have every position be all pros. I mean, it's gonna be some struggles. It's gonna be some good players, but we just got to stick with what we have. And if we can, and like I was saying, we don't know if these guys that signed, if the Lions was trying to make an offer to them, maybe they had an offer and it just they wanted too much or it just wasn't enough. So we don't know.
Y'all mind if I chime in real quick?
Big Willie Styles.
Chime in, brother.
Big Willie Styles and the business
Styles representing Dynasty Sports Network. Listen,
hey, it's the guy that won't let me on his show. What's going on?
Yeah, of course not, because I can't handle all the emotional responses you fellas be having about the Lions. It's starting to irk my nerves a little bit. So I'm finally going to address it because I've been trying to hold back, but y'all are just it's starting to annoy me with y'all responses. What the Lions should be doing. What I want to do is
hold on, Big Willie. Who is doing that?
It's a few guys in the chat, and one guy in particular on y'all, on this side over here, last name J, first name Nomis. That's just keeps on perpetuating this emotional response and thinking that stuff is not getting done properly. And I want to be able to help him out. So I'm going to help him out today, if y'all don't mind.
Hold on. Help him out, my Dynasty's partner. Help him out.
All right. So I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna help him out.
I'm being bullied on my own channel.
I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna do what on what they say on Saw is. I would like to play a game. So we're gonna play a game if y'all don't mind. We can play a game. It's called Nomis is the GM. That's the name of the game. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you in the GM seat as if you were Brad Holmes, like y'all been chiming about for the past couple of weeks, and then we're going to see based off of your decision making whether or not they should have did what they did. Right. So the whole thing about this past trade deadline that you guys keep on having to say that we need to get better. We need to do this and we need to do that. They felt like he didn't make enough moves. And my point of emphasis about it was listen to what Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes said. They said it has to be the right fit, the right price, and we do not want to mess up what we got going forward. So when I heard that instantly triggered me off into seeing exactly what the picks that was out there that we were all interested in and what it would mean towards this team. So I said yes. I was disappointed that we wasn't able to get a deal done, but I'm not upset that we didn't. Because when people say, "Oh, he's not doing enough, he's not trying to win," I'm like, y'all not thinking about the future. Y'all just hear trade deadline and y'all ears just perk up and y'all don't pay attention to everything around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and help him get through to this point so he don't have to keep on saying it every time. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, we're going to play a little game. So there was 3 guys this past trade deadline that everybody was trending towards that the Lions should look at. The first one that went was Leonard Williams. He went over there to Seattle, right?
Mm-hmm.
They gave up to Seattle a 2 and a 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Now, Nomis, a 2 and a 5. That's to you, that's a good deal, right? Yes or no? GM, you would have did that, right?
You muted, no. Uh-oh.
Come on, Matt and GM. Go ahead.
Come on, I'm waiting on the GM to answer.
Come on, Matt and GM.
I had to do a mic check. Now, say the question again.
I said the Leonard Williams, who got traded to Seattle from the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up a 2 and a 5. So for you, that's a good deal. Would you say that was a good deal?
For him, nah.
No? Okay. So let's move to the next one. The next guy that came up was Montez Sweat out of the Washington Commanders.
You can just go ahead and cancel that. I ain't want no part of Sweat. Even if it was for a 4.
Okay, so that wasn't a good deal. So let's go down to the last one that the people was talking about was Chase Young. Chase Young, 49ers gave up a 3rd round pick. You would say that, okay, that was a fair deal, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you said as GM, you would have made that deal. The issue is that what people don't do when they hear these deals, they got to understand that because the 49ers gave up a 3rd round pick, that doesn't mean that we're going to have that same deal. We have to beat that deal. So y'all think like, oh, they only gave up a 3rd rounder. We had to beat that deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna be Washington Commanders GM. I'm about to call Nomis J. He's the Lions GM. So I'm gonna give him a call right now just so we can negotiate. So I'm calling right now. Bling, bling.
Oh, motherfucker, what you want?
Hey, what's going on? Nomis J. This is GM over there at the Washington Commanders. Man, how you doing, man? I know you guys look good over there. The Lions, man, y'all winning great, man, everything. All they block these speeds. But check this out, Nomis J. Check this out. Listen. We over here offloading. We already got rid of Montez Sweat, in which he went in your division. So y'all know y'all gonna have to, do something. And the fans is going crazy. They say you got to do something. They don't think you're serious about making this team winnable. Your defense is looking trash on the other end. So we gonna go ahead offload our guy Chase Young for you. Now, the 49ers, man, I got them on the other end. They willing to give up a 3rd round pick for him. So let me ask you this. Can you beat it?
I can, but I don't want Chase Young. I want Jonathan Allen.
No. You can't. No, we got him locked in. We can't do that with Chase Young. He's on the last year of his deal. He's gonna be a free agent. No. Now, I'm saying, can you beat it? We got Chase Young. San Fran won 3rd round. Can you beat it?
Yes, I can.
Okay, all right. So what are you offering then? If they give him a 3rd round, what you giving?
Well, likely our 3rd round will be earlier than the 49ers 3rd round. Plus, I'll even throw you a 5th rounder or a 6th rounder, whichever one you're choosing.
3rd and the 5th. Is it gonna be the same draft?
Yep.
3rd and the 5th. Okay. All right. So you guys heard that, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna give up a 3rd and a 5th round for a guy that's coming off injuries, who hasn't played a full season yet. Not only are you gonna give up a 3rd and a 5th round, but you gotta realize you're not just about to get this guy for that short period of time. You're gonna have to extend him. Which right now, the going rate for defensive ends right now is around $25 million a year. Which against the cap, that's probably gonna cost us $30 to $35 million against our cap. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to give up 2 draft picks in the same year. Also give up $30-35 million in your cap space to sign this guy. Not only do you have to sign your quarterback, get him an extension, but you also got to think about this, Nomas J. You got your all-world tackle that you need to resign. You got your you got your top wide receiver that you need to sign. So you're going to give this guy an extension that hasn't even played for your team yet, just because to satisfy some out of control fans that think that you need to do something right now, and then to kill the cap. And like he said, it has to be a right fit. It has to be right for the team. You're going to kill the cap. You're going to make these guys that's been sitting here working their asses off for the past 2 or 3 years that's proven themselves. You're going to make them wait to get their money, but you're going to sign a guy that hasn't even played a down of football just to satisfy other comp. I don't know. You two, I mean, DC, Bree.
First of all,
hey, listen. Everything you just said, Big Willie Styles. Even when you, I want you to bring that. I want you to bring that up on the Sunday show as well. Listen, everything you spoke was correct. Everything was 100%.
Get a chance to rebuttal, then, huh?
No.
Because DC, this is the thing that I was going to do that, but you know, I was waiting, but it's like I just keep hearing people getting upset about it. But what I was just trying to get through to you know, but it's like it's okay to be be disappointed that they wasn't able to get a deal done.
Okay,
everybody was, including me. I'm not saying I didn't want nothing done either. I would have loved for them to make some improvements, but based off of what it was available, based off of what the fit was, based off of what the other teams gave up, I'm okay with it. It's like I can't, like, you gotta think beyond. Like I said, and I heard Bree was getting into it before I interrupted him. You gotta think beyond this year. Like, we're in the beginning stages of building this team to be good, not just for this year, but for the next several years down the road. Mm-hmm. And what we would have did, with the reactions like Big A, King, and everybody being upset, like, y'all gotta give a pause. Like, y'all already putting the cart before the horse. Like, yeah, there's some need for improvement. I will not disagree with that, but let's not get over irrational when they don't. Like, think about what was offered, think about what they've been doing, and think about where we're at right now. Like, this time last year, we were fighting to get wins. Like, literally fighting to get wins, thinking like, okay, the season was done last year. We was hitting the same on Lions. Defense was getting trash, atrocious. We were not where we're at today. And then come back another year, people won't want to be like, oh, this team ain't trying to win, and I demand that they do this and do that. Like, come on now. come on now. So my thing is that I need people to relax. Let's enjoy the process. Like right now, let's win a division and get to a playoff game. Let's do that first. Let's not just already get down once it's already basically y'all already got a built-in excuse. Like if the Lions lose, it's gonna be because of something because we didn't fix the defense. Y'all already got that excuse lined up for y'all. But when they win, or if they do win, or if they do get the Super Bowl, everybody gonna be praising like crazy. But they gonna be like when they lose, oh, I knew that this was gonna happen because they didn't fix the defense like they supposed to. They didn't go after nobody at the trade deadline. It's a built-in excuse, and it's a terrible way of thinking, in my opinion.
All right, so here's the thing. I'm not the rest of this fan base that just get angry. I'm a perceptive person. I don't think you know that because you haven't known me that long. First off, shout out to my homie Ray Moore in the chat. I hope he's still here. Shout out to everything King has shown up. First and foremost, I didn't say go get any Chase Young. I get what you're trying to tell me, and I'm not even disagreeing with you. The issue I'm trying to say is this. You got players on this roster to me that don't really need that. I don't feel like we got to really bring back. And I'm not talking about any guys we drafted. I'm talking about the culture guys. We got players that we really don't need to bring back that we wasted a lot of money on, like Charles Harris. What the hell has he done? John Kaminsky, all these so-called great culture guys, when we need impact plays, where are they at? That's the point I'm saying. We wasting a lot of money on this roster just to accommodate these and do this feel-good thing. And I get what you're saying. The money does matter, even though you do get that pick back if you don't sign them back as a compensation. But I get what you're saying about the contract extension stuff. I understand that because you want to pay Penei Sewell. You want to pay Amon-Ra St. Brown. I could care less right now about the quarterback scenario. My point is this. For a lot of us that's upset about the trade, and you got to be fair with this. Since we go talk about it, let's talk about it. You go into the draft for the last 2 years since you got here, y'all evaluated this roster the second y'all got hired. You should have known the biggest problem with this team was your goddamn defense. You ain't had a defense since Sue. It's been a decade since you played here. And you mean to tell me your defense forever. You looked at the film and said, okay, they don't get no pressure. And you thought the best idea was to get some guys who ain't even worthy of being primary backups to stay on this team and then miss on guys that could have helped this defensive line to complement your offensive line properly to say, oh, well, we got guys for the culture. How do you have 12 picks and 4 or 5 of them in the top 40 draft and only come away with one starter, which was Aiden Hutchinson? That don't make sense. I want to hear about it's for the future. I want to hear about you draft any player in this league. It's always going to be for the future. You just got some guys that can come in and help you out right now. That's the point I'm trying to make to a lot of people who don't understand. Yes, if you draft right, guess what? You ain't got to worry about making no moves in the trade deadline. You set. You ain't got to worry about it. As long as nobody is over injured, you ain't got to worry about it. But had you made the moves ahead of time, like I was saying earlier, make your moves ahead of time. You know, just like they tell you to prep for your work and prep for your job when you go to work, well, you prep ahead of time. So you don't got to worry about it when the event actually has to start. That's where I'm coming from. You are 100% right. Yes, it will probably hurt our cap space. Yes, it will probably hurt us from keeping some of the guys we drafted. Yes, it's probably a bad business move. Yes, they probably up the ante on us. And it was probably like piss you don't want to get rid of. Okay, fine. But when you are at a GM who don't draft players that come out and hit the gate running in the top rounds, and you got guys that pick 12th overall, 18th overall, you passing on dudes that won national championships, been in national championships for 2 years, back-to-back years, just to go to Iowa and get a motherfucker to come out here to help you. No, don't get me some prominent guys that can come start right now. And and the real reason why is because they don't want to pay nobody down the line. That's what it really
Hold on. See, Nomis, you doing this again. You're doing this again. What
am I doing?
Nomis.
That's the Lions. These teams, the Pistons,
because I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. When you were just talking about the team that that won back-to-back national titles, got, the team that drafted those type of players. Yeah, I'm talking the Philadelphia Eagles. You know why the Philadelphia Eagles did what they did? They addressed the stuff they needed. Okay. Not only that too, Nomas, you got to understand too that you can't just go, oh, we need to do this, the whole now thing. Okay, you act like the line. Stop it! Don't stop it. First, stop.
Oh my God.
Second of all, the Lions started off 1-6 last year before they turned around went and they was finished off the season hot. It's they're coming off of this season. This expectations they still continue building off the draft. Well, listen, we got Jahmyr Gibbs, and guess what? We traded away goddamn DeAndre Swift. Okay. And we got Jack Campbell. We dresses the thing. You got to give it a chance, an opportunity. You can't just sit up here and just say, "Oh, well, they didn't do this." You're acting like the Lions. You want them to, get a bunch of superstars on the team. It's not happening at this moment. We still beat.
Let me chime in for a second.
All five of y'all.
Hold on, no.
No. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Because I always get proven right at the end. My tape's
okay,
say,
but see,
get popular now. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm not going to.
Hold on. I want to chime in before
I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to let
wait.
Nomas, let him talk. Let him talk, Nomas.
I want you to get in on this because what you're saying would have more validation if we were 2-7 instead of 7-2. You know what I'm saying? If you were 2-7, then yeah, everything that you're saying would make a lot more sense. But the fact that what you're saying is not true, is not wrong, but they're not wrong either. Two things could be right. Yeah, we could have used some guys up front on defense. That no question about it. No question about it. But at the same time, they say they're sticking to their process, and their process is working. So who are we to say that they don't have that we can't go by their plan? Like, we get upset when they don't do what we want them to do. For me, I commend them for sticking to their guns. They said, listen, we're gonna build it the right way. We're gonna build it the way that Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes envisioned it to happen. We may not understand it, we may not like it, but God dog it, I think they've earned enough trust out of us to say, okay, let them cook. Let them work. The points that you are making is going to be addressed. Everybody can see that. It's like right now we're at that point to where everything else is in place except for that. So now we got everything else in place. We can really hone in on that the right way. Not just grabbing anything and rush to judgment. We got a great offensive line. We got weapons out the wazoo right now on offense. The back end is looking decent on the defensive end. Linebackers is okay, but we can make some improvements. Up front, you got a couple of guys, but yeah, we can hone in on that. But you got to also remember, we had so many holes on this team that we had to fill, as well as kill off some of these stupid contracts that we had from the Fat Patricia, Brad Quinn era that we had to clean up too. So it was a lot of flipping we had to do on too. This is the third year. This is a short period of time that this stuff is getting turned around. So let us enjoy. Just enjoy it. Like, enjoy. That's what I'm saying. Listen, relax. It's not going to be everything. Just enjoy it. We need to enjoy this, fellas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Bree.
Enjoy.
Bree, go ahead and get your intake, man.
No.
So we love you.
No.
All right, you know what?
I'm gonna pray for you, brother. I'm gonna pray for you. It takes time for these teams to do their thing, man. It's like sometimes you go through bad contracts. I mean, it happens. Like I said, it goes with every team. You're gonna go through good contracts, bad contracts, and then these players got to go through the right system.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about the system.
Yeah. Well, I'm
You
about
can
to hop
have
back into
all.
the comment section for let me come in, jump in for get y'all a little soliloquy. I hope that I was able to change Noman's heart a little bit, man. I was
Yeah,
silent.
listen,
He was
Big Willie,
frustrated,
man.
man, but I think he's seeing the light right now. I hope he can see
Nah,
the light a little bit.
I hope.
I hope.
I
Well,
think the
Big
only
Willie,
light he's seeing is the one that's in his room.
yeah. make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe at Dynasty Sports Network, man. Every Sunday, man. Telling you around
Sunday
8
evenings,
o'clock.
fellas.
Brothers,
Tune in,
make
man.
sure
We're gonna have
tune in.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna have
Yes,
great
sir.
shows like this, man. Appreciate y'all for letting me come in on y'all. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all
Always.
show. I'm about to jump back in this comment section and do some trolling, because State is not looking too well right now, man. I know y'all kind of down, but I'm not the one to kick you while you're down, but I might tug a little bit.
I'm waiting here. But I appreciate you, Big Willie, man. We
For sure.
definitely
Y'all have a good one.
be on there Sunday, man, for sure, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
For
y'all.
sure. For sure. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna just say this to end it. So
No, hold on, no. Let me say this before you let you
No,
go.
before you say something, take a deep breath and relax.
Relax. No, because I already know what Nomus. I'm just finna go with this. Me and him already had this conversation about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Nomus, you have to understand, man. You can't just get in your feelings because certain things doesn't go the way you wanted to go. Because the simple fact that the Detroit Lions it's still a process. Even they're 7-2. You cannot sit up here and just like, oh man, the Lions do this and Lions do that. They should have. It happens. It's like it happens. We're not gonna get everything we want. Okay, that's even part of life. We're not gonna get everything we want in life. It's just what it is. But you have to understand, Nomus, that the Lions are doing good. They're 7-2. You're talking about you don't care about the record and all that. Where we're second place in the NFC right now. We're second place. For our football team doing pretty good. We only had 2 losses, 2 bad, 1 real bad loss. We got stomped. And we're 7-2. We're feeling pretty good about ourselves. Yes, things need to be addressed. Things need to be cleaned up. We talked about that. But Nomus, you can't sit up here and be in your feelings. Oh, we get to get this person, get that. It's not the Philadelphia Eagles. This is not the San Francisco 49ers. This is not the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay? It's not the Cincinnati Bengals. You muted, no. You muted. Boy, have mercy, boy.
first of all, I'm not sitting here rushing shit.
That's what you're acting like, Nomus.
No,
That's what
you
you're
are
acting.
sitting.
Nobody's rushing nothing.
You are rushing the way you're talking, like you're rushing.
I am not. Just because I say I would have rather went and got some help on defense, don't mean we rushing. So you telling me that it's rushing if you build your defense?
The way how you because
you mad that I don't want to take some cute players on offense? Is that what we really saying?
But you got to understand. But no, you got to understand too.
I'm not.
We don't know.
All I said was overall. I'm not mad or hating on Brad Holmes. I just said he's a good GM. What part of me rushing did y'all get this from? I didn't say it had to be now. I literally just.
I wish King could get on here.
Got on here. Where's y'all getting this shit from?
I wish King could get on here.
From, bro? It's like y'all just heard one thing and me say something about the draft and he's in his feelings and this. What did y'all really hear? What I just said? That's why I said I'm not gonna say and criticize nothing else. I'm not gonna if he signed wherever he said. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm just gonna call it for what it is. I'm gonna see what it. If he signed another player that ain't older and out of his prime, I'm not gonna say nothing about it. I'm not gonna get emotional as y'all keep trying to say. I'm not gonna say shit. I see where I'm at and where I'm at on the pipeline. I don't know shit. Everybody else is more wiser than me. I don't know nothing, so it's just what it is. So I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let the shit play out like I always do, and I'm gonna make my content with the game I can't help that what I see and what I've seen from this game, watching it. I ain't saying no more than you or Breed or anybody else. I'm just calling out for what I've seen. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not calling nobody saying they suck. I'm not saying fire anybody. I never did. I never said that I didn't like the drafts we had. I didn't say nothing close to that. Y'all heard me say this defense has been bad for a decade, and the first thing y'all hear is, "Oh, you mad because you didn't get what you wanted." Or this, that. I don't know where that two things came from. I don't know where that came from, but it's all good. It's
Kane,
all good.
man. Kane, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
I guess I can get destroyed too. You all, come on, now, Key, you all I got. Don't do this.
Y'all
to
just
me,
say
man. Come on.
y'all fell into Big Willie's web, huh? That's what y'all done did. So he can say he sound like a congressman telling y'all that bullshit.
I can't hear you, bro. Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, so listen, I see y'all done fell into Big Willie's web with that bullshit he was selling, right? y'all, listen, it's one move in the trade deadline, and it wasn't even about Chase Young. It was about it was about making a move to get anybody in here to help on that defensive line. And we dragged our ass like we usually do. We dragged our ass in the draft twice for 2 years straight, and then we drag our ass in the trade deadline. At some point, you got to say, listen, when are we going to address the defense? Because I'm seeing nothing but offensive players come in here. It's not about propelling us to win a Super Bowl. Listen, I don't want to go to the fucking playoffs just to say we did it. The window in the NFL is very short. It's very short. You think Green Bay, the Bears, the Vikings going to sit back and just wait? You know what I'm saying? Before they get back into the fold? No, they move swiftly. In the NFL, you can turn things around in 1 year. I've seen it done. So for that comment that you put in the comments, Owen, that's bullshit. Owen 16, because yes, it can happen. The thing with the Detroit Lions is you have an opportunity in a window right now. You're not going to get another schedule this easy. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
So you have an opportunity. You have to take that. There's a reason why you see every NFL analyst, all of these stories put out about how they failed that trade deadline. It's simply because you have an opportunity to give Aaron Glenn something. The same people that's not complaining about it be the same ones that say fire Aaron Glenn. And you don't want to give this man nothing. You got a mediocre ass linebacker core. Anzalone is the only good thing you got. Otherwise, nobody else can cover anybody. Nobody can cover anybody. And ain't none of those guys, they not using them in the blitz. You know what I'm saying? So they're not rushing. So here's the thing. If you want to help your secondary, if you want to help your linebacker core, you need something you want to help your number one guy on the defense, Aiden Hutchinson. You have to at least try in the draft, try in free agency, try in a trade deadline situation. No one's saying that Brad Holmes is the worst GM in the world, but he has drugged his ass on certain things, and it's okay to call him out for that. It's okay to do that. He's not going to do everything the fan base wants. We understand that, but we also understand who we are. This logo, we understand who we are. We don't get these opportunities too often. And this is not a rebuild that's going to take 3 to 5 years. This ain't the NBA, Jack. That's not how it works. When you have an opportunity in this league that's very, very hard to win in, you take it. You take it. We're acting like we got all the time in the world. Yes, you're going to have to pay some people. You did what you had to do in the draft, you wouldn't have to be worried about that. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have to make a trade and get a guy here and give him our entire salary cap. We're talking about one guy to help, just to help. You have to start plugging some guys somewhere. Your answer is to put a guy on the practice squad that's 36 years old and you try to sell us flowers for shit. We 7-2 right now. What does that mean? What does that mean? We've seen the Vikings go to the playoffs how many times and get their ass embarrassed? What is the point of that? You wasting time is what you're doing. And to the point where you're going to have to pay somebody. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, you don't have forever. We are in the building process, but when you have the opportunity to accelerate some things and take advantage of, the chips can't fall no better for the Lions. They can't fall any better right now. I can guarantee you our schedule is going to be tough as shit next year. I can guarantee you that. So both sides, there's rights on both sides. Yeah, you don't want to go out and do anything, but you got to do something out of these opportunities. We got you moved up and got J-Mo. You know what I'm saying? The jury's still out on that situation. But you had opportunities to go defense there. Before, I'm not even going to go with the Jalen Carter situation. You had opportunities to go defense there. And we wouldn't be having this conversation. We will not be having this conversation. It's not just one instance that this happened. This happened several instances where the defense has just been pushed to the side. Yeah, you brought a few secondary guys in here, but everybody that fucking understands football, it starts with the trenches on the defense. So, even though we had dumb Patricia and them in there, at least they understood that they just was bad at bringing guys to fix it. That's the problem. We got at least on the defensive side, right? You got to give them some credit on the offensive side because some of them guys are still around, right? So that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and yes, Willie, wasting time. You don't have no fucking another 3 to 5 years, bro. Green Bay, the Vikings, the Bears, they're going to come. They're going to
pause.
Do you not realize what draft picks the Bears have? Do you not realize that, Willie? They're going to come. They're going to have some money.
Pause.
Seriously, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, while we sitting around like we got all the time in the world, no, they overpaid everyone. Oh, God.
That's what losers do.
Okay, listen, I'm talking about building. I'm not talking about who they paid or what the fuck ever. I said they were bad on the defensive line. But on the offensive line, like I said, you got to give them some credit because guys are here still. I'm just saying. So while we sitting here on our throne, you know what I'm saying, acting like we got all the time in the world, like these teams just going to lay down and just let us take our time, I can't wait. I can't wait until things really get competitive because I'm going to fry the shit out of y'all ass. Because we've been Lions fans for too long to be this damn foolish.
Mm-hmm.
We've been Lions fans for too long to be this damn foolish.
They became real quick. So they'll rush the Pistons in 5 minutes.
Huh?
They'll make the Pistons get it done in 1 year, though.
In the NBA, it takes 5 years, but not in the NFL.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Two different leagues, baby.
NBA fans. Oh no! Now they make Pistons get 5 minutes to get their shit together, or they done. Oh, Lions can take 10 years.
Hey,
sense.
Ain't nobody praying on their downfall. We not stupid. We know what this is, bro. We're the Detroit Lions. What do you mean on their downfall? Just because we don't, I'm not, you got to do better with me to get me to believe that raggedy ass shit you were saying. You're not going to tell me anything. I've been following this team in the trenches for the last year in front of this last 10 years in front of this camera. You gonna have to tell that to some novice ass person, not me. I'm not the one.
Oh
and
my
I'm not, and I'm done. I'm done arguing with the fan base about it. I don't even mention it no more. I'm going forward. I'm just gonna let everyone see what I'm talking about. When we get to the playoffs and get our ass beat, and everybody get to crying and shit, that's when I'm gonna pop off.
See, I was trying to relax. I was gonna chill out and be cool, but now y'all pull me back.
Here go Joe Biden. Here go Joe Biden trying to sell y'all some Obamacare.
It's befuddling to me. Like
he about to sell y'all Obamacare.
It's crazy. Like I don't get what I'm saying when y'all say y'all praying on the downfall is like y'all already. When I said earlier, you're putting the cart ahead of the horse. Like, dude,
how?
What you mean? How? Okay, King, where were we at this time last year?
I don't care about last year.
You got to. Okay, because for
how?
one,
what do you mean you got to?
Okay, King, for one,
I've seen teams with a losing record turn around and go to the playoffs the next year several times.
Isn't that what we're doing right now? Now, have they went from a losing record to going?
So how are we putting the cart ahead of the horse then?
Isn't that what we're doing right now?
The only thing that we asking is if you address the defense for once in your goddamn lifetime. That's not a lot.
Okay, but let it be right. Let it be right.
When is it right? Year 5?
We're into year 3 right now.
That's enough,
right? We're year 3 right now, right?
You've had several drafts. You had several free agents.
Okay, and what has been so traumatic right now during this season, besides the one bad game that we had?
We should have blown. Listen, we shouldn't have lost against the Seahawks. You know what?
That wasn't defense, King.
We should have blown out the Chargers.
King,
but guess what? We couldn't touch him. We couldn't touch him. That wasn't defensive issue. That was turnover problem. We told it. Versus Seattle, the game shouldn't have been close, is what I'm saying to you, Willie.
It wasn't close. If we didn't have a pick 6 and a turnover in their red zone, that would have been a totally different game. That's not a defensive issue. That's you
wouldn't never got there if you didn't make Geno look like fucking Michael Vick.
But we wouldn't even be a factor about Geno being a Michael Vick if we didn't turn the ball over. A pick 6 and a turnover in the red zone, he looked like a Mike Vick. And you turn the ball over on the 20-yard line, come on now.
First of all, I never put a whole game on a play or two. That's not how it works. If you consistently throughout the game put pressure on him, he does not score as many points.
But King, what I'm saying to you is, if those events didn't happen, that changes the outcome of the game. What you're saying is like, if
our defense is still our defense is still lackadaisical because we squeak by the fucking Seahawks. That doesn't solve anything. We just squeaked by the fucking Chargers. We should have blown them out.
But King, we're on the road, coming off a bye week.
I don't care if we're on the road. That should have been a blowout.
You do gotta care. You can't say that. You can't say you can't carry this on.
We play. Actually, if you're following the same team that I'm following, we're better on the road than we are at home.
Dude, we just got off a bye week, and you're in a different time zone playing at a
You got a lot of excuses, Joe Biden.
That plays a factor.
You got a lot of excuses, Joe Biden.
It's not an excuse. It's part of the game.
You got it. It's part of the game. Because you got to be like this because that happens.
So you know how
because of this.
You want to know how I know?
Nah.
You want to know how I know it's a part of the game?
We should have blew them out.
Boy, Marcus Ford must have got it like the Kardashians because he is just hooked on defending this team, boy.
I'm just saying, bro, we should have blew them out. And we always, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Fried constantly by the same thing. Well, don't let it be a mobile quarterback.
Listen.
Don't let it be a mobile quarterback. Oh, my God.
What my guy said, Fast and Furious, whether you win by a mile or win by inch, a win is a win. A win is a win, and we're not in a position right now to be picky and demanding on how we win. That's BS. Like, come on now, we've been losing for how many centuries? Now you want to tell somebody, oh, we should win like this. BS.
That's a loser's mentality. We've lost for so long, so I'll take it any way that I can.
That's why they got to pay.
How you gonna go from 2-7 last year and say we need to be patient? This ain't what it was. To now it's like, oh, we gonna have to beat everybody and beat their asses like they.
First of all, y'all keep bringing up we was 2-7. We was this, bro. We won 9 games last season. We had a whole lot of injuries last season. We're not going to gloss over that.
We don't have none this year either?
We have a couple.
What you mean? We got starters that's out.
CJ Gardner-Johnson and they had Houston on special teams. I don't even know if I can fucking count that.
Well, you can count that because we got some starters on special teams too.
We made Charles Harris a motherfucking captain. I haven't seen him.
Dude got paid off one game.
Where is he at?
Nowhere.
Where's Elim Slim McNeil at? He showed up when we played.
He showed up when
we played the worst offensive lines in the league. He showed up then. But where he been?
Okay, but King, see, this is where your argument is, boy, that you're gonna have that regardless. Let me ask you this, King. Let me ask you this. The Chargers, who do they got on their defense?
Bro, I don't.
Who they got? They got all. Hold on.
You already going into an invalid point.
What you mean?
You're already going into an invalid point. It don't matter who they got on defense. You know why?
Why?
As of today, you have the #1 ranked offensive line in the league.
Okay, that's my point.
Whatever you about to argue,
That's my point. That's the point that I'm trying to make to you, King. Yes, we got a great offensive line, but other teams do as well. Other teams got good offensive lines too.
Listen,
So what I'm saying is, even the best of the
best, Chargers are they're a middle pack team.
Hold on, King.
They're a middle of the pack team. We're talking the upper echelon.
No, hold on. Khalil Mack and Bosa are the best of the best. They're at the top of the defensive ends in this league, and they wasn't able to get through. So it's gonna be like that.
First of all, don't let them stats fool you. They're one of the top in the league right now because they ain't played no damn body, and they still middle of the pack. He ain't even the best Bosa brother.
You said, King. Even if you don't play nobody, you still.
He's not even the best Bosa brother. Why you pumping him up like that?
Who? Pumping who? Bosa had 2 good years out his career, bro. His rookie season.
That is true.
The best Bosa brothers in San Francisco, buddy.
All
these arguments, man.
But that's not argument. But if he became available, you'd be ready to jump on him like he was his past trade. Then if Bosa was available, you'd be like, let's bring him in. But now,
hold on. First of all, I didn't say he wasn't good. But you made it seem like he was the best in the league.
But he's revered as one of the top defensive ends in the league. Him and Khalil Mack.
Bro, Sweat had 5.5 sacks before this week passed.
And
so, like I said, it's early in the season right now.
Right. Okay. So you're right. So it's early in the season. Mm-hmm. You're gonna have guys that's coming in that's gonna get hot, that's gonna get cold. It's part of the game, is what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is I'm
saying is your defensive line, besides number 97, ain't shit. That's what I'm saying. Onwuzurike, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is that?
Listen.
Josh Pascal. What the fuck? What?
That's Noma's guy.
You were one of the same people that was ranting the Raven with us when we picked him.
You got there. Listen. I'm not arguing with the fact of that we don't need to upgrade. What I'm saying is, I've always said it has to be done right.
Why? What is really? It's one move to help.
But that one move wasn't it. Like King, none of the moves was it, bro. I'm sorry. None of the moves was it, bro. You can't tell me you couldn't sacrifice all of that for the moves. None of them. I just went through this with Nomas. I don't know if you heard it or not. I just went down this plane with Nomas, and none of the moves was worth it. None of them. None of them. I just went down this whole spiel of how it would take to get them, keep them, pay them, as well as keep this team intact.
Bro,
none of them panned out, King. I'm sorry.
All right.
Especially what they wanted us to give. It wasn't it. I'm sorry. I would like for it to happen. I would have liked for us to be able to get one of those 3 that was available, but it wasn't worth the price.
What you mean? What they wanted us to give? You talking about them picks? You talking to me about picks?
Dude, yes, picks and money. It's not just gonna be picks.
Man, hell nah, bro. Fuck them picks.
What you mean? Okay, so let me break it down to you, King, like I broke it down to Noman. We're not talking about we're gonna give up the same pick.
I was listening to you going through a bunch of magical numbers. I heard all of that. I don't care about none of that shit.
But then you don't. Then that's why you're not the GM. Because
First
you
of
have
all,
to care about that.
Bringing one of them guys, and I don't give a fuck if you extend them or not. That's not taking up your whole salary cap.
It is taking up the salary cap.
No,
if
it's
you
not.
pay a guy over
No, it's
25
not.
million, that's
The
10
cap
million
goes
against the
up
salary cap.
No, it's
King.
not. Oh my God, the cap goes up every year.
Okay, but you also got other guys that you have to sign too, King.
Yes, you
got
do
some
have
guys here that
and
you
you're
have to
still
sign.
gonna
Now let me remind
and
hold
you're
on, King.
still gonna have to go and get someone else
And
on
let
that
me,
defense.
and let me, but okay,
You're
but
gonna
you
have
go
to
get-
pay
but
somebody.
Listen to this, King. Why give up draft picks and money when you could get either one of those guys without giving up draft picks when the
First
season ends?
You're
That's what
just
I'm
going
saying.
off of Chase Young. It's not about that.
But it is when you're trying to make the right moves. Why give up draft picks and money when you could just give up money?
You didn't listen to the whole fucking segment that I just did. It's not just about one move with one guy. We're talking, what, 3 years, going on 3 years now of nothing.
Okay. Now, what I would say to you on this one, if they don't make the moves, like y'all said, in this offseason, fine. Let's go with that. But let us enjoy this moment before you trash everything.
I don't want no moment. I want to win.
What you mean? What other choice you got? What other choice you got?
Going to the playoffs and not getting blown out.
By who? By who? Who you scared of? You think this offense that we got right now? You think this offense that we got right now is not going to be able to handle any of the other offenses that we're going to face in the playoffs? Because right now, offensively, we're looking pretty good.
But we can't stop no damn body, Willie.
Okay,
we make the quarterbacks look greater than what the fuck they are.
Okay, but right now we can't stop nobody. That's fine. So let them try to stop us. That's where we at right now.
First of all, listen. Oh, wait. Let me get him. Let me get Joe. I got some sleepy Joe. Listen. First of all, y'all get a little too damn hyped because when we played those two teams that were actually worth something, our offense wasn't all like that. If you can remember, because when a team actually has a linebacker that can fucking cover Laporta ass, it's not a good day for him. When the defense is fucking got secondaries, defense got a secondary who can actually guard our receivers, not letting guys like Reynolds and motherfucking whoever the fuck else you throw the ball to get off, we're not going to do shit.
But King, you're saying in the beginning of the season is not going to be the same as the end of the season, King. You can't talk about Laporta when he don't know what to do.
But
the way he's going to be at the end of the season. You can't say what Gibbs and Montgomery was doing in the beginning of the season is what's going to be at the end of the season. You can't make that assertion, King.
You got a whole lot of circles you running around right now.
I'm not running circles, but you're being facetious. You're not being.
First of all, Stephen A. Okay, I'm being facetious, right?
Yeah, you're being facetious because
okay, I'm being facetious, right?
What can you say?
I'm being honest, bro.
You're not being honest.
We all sit and we watch the football games, right?
You goddamn right.
We know what it is. Like let's not bullshit around. We know that a lot of our wins against some of those lesser teams. We know we're a little fraudulent.
No shit.
We're a little
supposed
fraudulent.
to be winning against lesser teams. We've been the lesser team for the past 30 decades. We've been on the other side. We were called the lesser team.
I'm talking about right now this season.
No, you can't talk about right now this season. They complain about the last couple of seasons where we're going to talk about right now. We just got good right now.
Look, we beat teams we're supposed to beat, but then when we play teams that's equally good, it's a different story.
But the thing about it, King,
that's fraudulence.
The thing is that about it, King, you have to learn how to win first, bro.
Bro,
you gotta learn how to win.
How many times do you need to learn how to win? We 7-2. Dude, we know how to win. We're just unequipped. Don't know how to win. We're unequipped to beat the top tier team. This is about the top tier teams. This is not about the king. That's level with.
I'm not counting Seattle as a top tier team.
No,
you can make Baltimore.
But the thing is this.
I'm not counting Seattle.
But King, DC, bro, let us get there. Let us see where
we're there.
We're not there. You can't say that we're there. Are you going to say that we're there? To me, it goes against what you've been preaching for the last couple of years. It's the process.
This is the process. It's year 3.
Huh?
This is the process. It's year 3. This is where you start to go.
So what do you expect out of year 3?
That's what. First of all, at this process, this point of the process that we at right now, the draft pick that's over with. This is where you start plugging in some actual pieces.
Right. Okay. So your 3rd year is where you make where the progress starts to show itself, right? Isn't it not starting to show itself right now? Isn't that we're having a conversation about being competitive in the playoffs, King? Look at the conversation we're having right now. We're having a conversation about us being competitive in the playoffs.
Bro, we talking about practice right now.
No, you talking about playoffs.
We talking about practice, bro.
Playoffs?
Right now, this is practice right now. Against this schedule, come on, bro.
Listen,
we're going against a bunch of teams. How many teams on our schedule is actually tanking right now?
So you won't fault the Lions for their schedule? Like
no, but it's going to run us over like a freight train with an easy ass schedule like this. We not playing no goddamn body.
That's not our fault. You can't blame us for guys not being in. We was that team.
What I'm trying to do, just like any other warrior would do, is be prepared for when the real shit comes. And that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
be prepared.
But in order for us to get prepared, we have to get there. Let us get there, King.
What do you call going to the playoffs? That's not getting there.
My thing is this though. So then don't watch no more because ultimately,
why I can't watch?
Because you already saying that they're not going to do anything. So why watch if you already know what the outcome is going to be?
You're telling me with your whole heart that you just think we're going to go into these playoffs and beat teams, is what you're saying.
We got a chance.
That's so what. Thank you. That's all I need.
Yes, we got a chance to be any team in the playoffs. That's what you want. You want to have the chance to have it win. Whether they win or not, it's gonna be up to them. But right now, we got a good chance going up against these teams, except the ones that we need to. We need to have a measuring stick, King. We need to have a measuring stick. We need to go up and see how we do up against 49ers and Philadelphia in the playoffs, so we know where to go. It's an experience. We haven't experienced playoffs yet. You already jumping in there like we need to beat them. We don't have that knowing, what it takes to get into a playoffs, play these teams. These teams that you're talking about, they've been down this road. They've been doing this for 4 or 5 years. We're just getting here.
This is officially now the season of measuring stick.
Okay, that's what it's supposed to be, King.
No, that's what I'm saying. Okay, that's fine. That's where we settling at, right? Now, listen, rewind.
So
for everybody. No, hold on, wait. For everybody in the comments, and for y'all three, because I know y'all been watching us just as much as everybody else. Now, who's the main character? I swear, I hope Big A is watching. Who's the main character that's always fussing about how much time we gonna give people? They need to hurry up. We was talking about that with not only the Lions, the Pistons too. How many years it's gonna take them? We've been patient for too long. Patience, right? So now you telling me to be patient.
Hold on.
So now you telling me to be patient. When Pastor Preacher King was the first one talking about patience around this motherfucker.
See, there's a difference between saying being patient when it's going for year 4 to year 5 than it is to year 3. We've been doing this thing for 3 years. It's been progressing. I have never said not be patient during the process, but if you're going to 4 or 5 years, something has to change. We're in year 3. You can't refer to what the Pistons is doing. That's a whole different monster.
Oh, you said the same thing about the Lions too.
No, but the Lions is doing what the progression is what the progression that we're asking, King. They're doing exactly what we're asking them to do.
So what you telling me? You telling me it takes 5 years for a team to be in the playoffs and contend for Super Bowls?
Right? They're not in contention right now. You don't feel like they're in contention right now.
Yes. So and that's what I'm saying. If you that was a trap question. That was a trap question
because that's why
it was a trap question for me. We're in contention, right?
Are we not?
So why not make contention moves then, Willie?
Okay, but we're just in contention. We're not. But why make that move? Okay, because you want to make moves.
First of all,
because you're willing to sacrifice. You're willing to sacrifice your future when you make those types of moves.
Now we're in contention. We don't need to make contention move. But then
you don't listen.
Before that, it was a measuring stick season.
King,
which one is it? Is it
you
the
don't need to make contention,
or are we in contention?
Listen,
because if we're going to contend, we need to contend.
But King, you don't make contention moves at the cost of your future. That's what I'm saying. You willing to die away a future that we haven't even established yet to be in contention right now. You want everything right now, and that's not okay. Be in contention, but don't gamble away your future, King. Just because you want to hurry up the process. Why rush the process? Enjoy the ride, bro. Enjoy the ride. And if you're not going to enjoy the ride that we're on because we haven't seen the success in forever, then get off.
I'm done.
First
of all, don't tell me to get off. Nobody can tell me to get off because I've been the only motherfucker on. Where have y'all been? I've been the only one that's been on.
Listen,
if anybody can stay on,
you've been on. I just ain't been on TV. I've been right there with y'all. I've been right there with you. Trust me.
I've never heard nobody talk about the damn Lions. I'm the only one. Yeah, usually it's that's them damn Lions.
No, I talk about the Lions, but I just ain't had nobody to talk to them with besides my wife. But she don't know sports, so like I was basically talking to myself. I didn't have nobody to talk to. I ain't had no friends. When you marry, you kind of lose your friends a little bit. My wife, she don't understand what a 3-4 defense is. She just look at me crazy.
All right, so there y'all have it right there.
Hey, since I got y'all two fellas in right quick, can we switch on to some Pistons right quick, man? Before y'all guys get out.
Listen, I ain't my heart medicine ain't ready yet. I gotta lay down on the Pistons, man. I can't do it right now, man. I'm sorry, man. I kind of.
Come on with it, man.
Listen, I'm gonna say this right now. What I'm gonna say about the Pistons is I'm just gonna reserve my judgment until everyone's healthy. I just want once everybody get healthy back, then I can make the assessment. But right now, it's tough sledding, man. I'm thinking about revoking my season passes, man, because I'm spending too much money, man, to be this losing. I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what? I can't even argue with Willie right now. Because it's like, bro, it's like every time I watch TV and I see almost our entire team is sitting on the bench in clothes, bro. Like, what are we really doing right now?
Hey, Bree, we all sitting in the same section, man, so we all feeling the same pain, you know?
Yeah, I wasn't even at the game yesterday. I was at the Cruise game. So,
at this point, it's the same thing. They keep blowing these damn leads, man. With the turnovers, they get lackadaisical in the second half.
Yeah.
Same story every damn game.
Turnovers is definitely
turnover. I know somebody gonna disagree with me on this, but am I wrong for saying that they wrong for not letting Killian run the offense? Because when I watch him run the offense and set everybody up, we don't turn the ball over, shots go down, everybody moving. As soon as they put Sasser in and Lee Cade out there by itself, it's over.
Listen, it don't even matter right now at this point because without shooters on the wings, man, we suffering.
There you go. That's there you go, King.
Listen, the reason why you got to understand that it not only helps Cade, it helps everybody, all the guards, because they have somebody actually throw the ball to that's going to shoot it. A lot of them, you see them throw the ball to Asar. Asar is not that guy. No. You know what I'm saying? Or when Jalen Duren is in there, that's another minus guy that can shoot. You really just looking at Stu. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro. Yeah, exactly. Right. So it's like you don't have the shooters right now to help them be successful. The reason why the lane closes up so much is because we don't have shooters on the outside. And that's for all the guards.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, I'm going to be like
you've been seeing Sasser's struggle for the last 2 games because they didn't start closing up on him.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Hey, listen,
and he's undersized. He's an undersized guard.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna go with what my guy Victor Sweet said on the brothers. I asked for out of town shooters.
Yeah. And they all sitting in street clothes.
And they all sitting outside. So yeah, once we get them in, then I can make a problem. But to the end, it like you're right, kid. It don't matter who's running the floor. If they closing in on the paint and you can't kick it out, it's just not going to work. So
now, from a turnover standpoint, right now, you know what I'm saying. Like I said, it's growing pains for Cade. We got to understand it's year 2.
And it's also it's a new offense. He don't like to keep the ball in one's hands for long periods of time. So I think that's part of the adjustment.
Man, I wish we could have got Cam Johnson.
Yeah, a lot of Cade's passes that do get turned over, most of the time they are lackadaisical passes. Yeah. Well, that's not fun because Cade is not a natural point guard. He's someone who can distribute the ball, but he's not a natural point guard. He's looking to score. It's hard. Listen, guards have to make decisions to score or to give it to teammates. So he's in that tough spot right now, being in year 2, where sometimes he's overthinking, and it's causing him to throw passes that's like right to guys and stuff like that. It's a natural point guard struggle. Let's just be honest about it. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna get better at it, of course, but then at the same time, man, it's a tough situation with the Pistons because we do need the shooters. We're throwing ourselves in a situation where, how we gonna keep Asar and Boyan and all of these guys to coexist? You know what I'm saying? Because you got to sacrifice the defense for offense. Then you got to sacrifice the offense for defense. What the Pistons need to do right now is worry about playing the matchups. What the opposite team puts on the court, that's what you need to match. So
I can concur with that, like matching it up. I think once we get like those guys back, it allows. I think because for me, a guy like a Killian and a Sir Thompson and even Stewart, them starting is not something that is detrimental to their game. They can come in at any given time and still get the minutes and still be productive. So it's not definitely like, we need to start them. No, we can start them, but they can also be a firepower off the bench. I don't think that's more or less for Jaden Ivey though. I think Ivey needs to start because we need that pace going early. But that's still here and there. I think he's still recovering. A lot of people is on his back, but like you said, he was really sick. And like you said, you can't give him that many minutes coming back being sick. But you seen the other night, he's coming along, and I think that's gonna be a plus for us too. But my phone about to die, man. So I'm gonna let y'all fellas go and put the phone on y'all. I'm jump back in comments. It was fun arguing with King. We did that in a month or 2.
Take your ass to sleep.
I am. And my California King, I'm going to bed.
No, all right. So, I was just gonna say, bro. Listen, when it comes to, it's an iffy situation with the starting and who's not starting. For me, I don't really count it simply because whether you give me 20 minutes starting or 20 minutes off, 20 points starting or 20 points off the bench, it's still 20 points, right? You know what I'm saying? What's most important is who's closing. That's my thing. Who's closing the game? Because where have we lost that? We've lost in the fourth quarter in a lot of these games. So the closers out there on the court is what I'm really looking at. So whether, this person start or that person start, to me, personally, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. And even we start Ivy. Ivy himself is not some type of knockdown shooter either. K's still gonna get swarmed. He's still gonna get swarmed. They're still gonna play him the same way. They're gonna game plan the same way because it's the league. The reason why we've seen Ivy struggle sometimes is because they understand if you stay in front of Ivy, he struggles. He gets a little wild. He'll turn the ball over. He struggles, and I love Ive, man, but teams are smart. You know what I'm saying? Teams are smart. They figure things out. You know what I'm saying? So, and then at the same time, teams are going to sag off because they know Killian's not a great three-point shooter. But this is my thing. Monty said it in one of his press conferences, and I feel like he needs to emphasize a little bit more. K needs not to focus on shooting so many 3-pointers. You're great from mid-range. Killian, you're good from mid-range. Those are points. Yeah. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 or 2. Those are points. Kill them where it's working at first. And then, hey, if you open for a 3, shoot the 3, fine. But, bro, Isaiah Stewart, I've seen him at a 15-foot range. He won't shoot that motherfucker. He'll pass it and then run out to the 3-point line. That mentality got to stop. It's got to stop. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta do what's working. You have to do what the hell is working. And I just feel like it's causing these young guys to overthink right now. And then the veterans, you have veterans out there that's not doing veteran things, like Burks the other day, fouling and shit. Like, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, bro, they have to figure out a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of was worried about it at the beginning of the season because, listen, last season, these dudes didn't play together. They did not play together. Yeah. So we're seeing this season what we expected to see last season. So people need to stop counting years. You have to account situation. Yeah. So, like I said, we're talking about a sophomore year for Cade Cunningham. This is year 2 for him. So he got a lot to figure out himself, even though he's the leader of the team. And the veterans that we have, they're not available. So everything makes sense, but for the fans, we grow tired because of the amount of years, and that's understandable. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely understandable. But we gotta understand, bro. These guys have to figure it out. The only reason that Ivy is on that bench is because Monty Williams is trying to motivate him defensively. If he gets Ivy to play that defense just because he wants the minutes, the offense is already going to be there. If he plays both sides of the ball, it makes him that more unstoppable as a player. So, this is a teaching moment right here. A lot of people talking about they're going to trade Ivy. No, you fucking idiot. He's teaching him right now. The method may not be the most popular, but he's doing that.
Yeah.
So making him appreciate his minutes on the floor defensively.
Absolutely.
Last game, you see Ivy playing defense. Him and Kay was out there playing some good defense for a nice stretch. That comes from that.
More than
Casey said first drafted Ivy. I want to see him play better defense because I feel like he could be a lot better. Those coaches ain't saying that for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he also got to stop playing like John Moran and have his own identity.
Yes.
He really needs to do that. Because he's trying to do the same thing John Moran is doing, and you can't do that. You can't.
And one thing with John Moran, he's a better ball handler. So you don't see him turn the ball over much. He kills you with his dribbling. And then he uses the athleticism. Ivy has to work on that dribbling. Him and Asar, they need to be in the gym dribbling all summer.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Another thing too that's also killing us is that I love Kevin Knox. He stole a lot of our hearts last year for what he did. But we need a veteran 5, man, a legitimate rim protector, somebody that can come in and because this ankle thing with Jalen Duran, every other game or two he out. You got to depend on Motown Bagley and James no wise at all, and then you got freaking Stu and now Kevin Knox on the island by himself. They're not 5s.
So no,
we need a veteran big, man.
Right now, I had just put a nice little joke out there on Twitter, but people took it and ran with it. Right, I said, man, trade Wiseman for Bobo, right?
Yeah.
And people was like, for what for Bobo? Just stand out. I was like, because he can block shots and he can give you offense. You know what I'm saying? The point I was making is we're the only team in the league that have a bunch of bigs that are not dominant defensively, bro.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Nope. None of them, even though, Durant gets blocks here and there, he's not dominant defensively. We have that, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a rebounding, athletic, alley-oop catching guy. But when you look at Bags, when you look at Stu, he's undersized. You know what I'm saying? He's not a big to me.
Yeah.
But when you look at Stu, Bags, and Wiseman, bro, Like, it's like, what are you really getting? You're not getting anything on the defensive end. So teams are still attacking the basket, popping it out in the corner and stuff like that. It's the same routine. Nobody's scared to go in the paint on us. It's only sometimes when Durant is there, and that's the thing. He's only there sometimes because he's dealing with a negative. So, like, he still has this line, man, because he's had some great games, a nice stretch for like 3 or 4 games, but then he had some really bad ones. So he's learning. He's 19.
Right.
Yeah. He's still one of the youngest players in the league.
Yeah.
And the thing is, man,
we so busy with.
Oh shoot!
King went out for a second.
Damn, no, you ran him off.
I ain't did nothing. Yeah. Stop. But no, what I was gonna say, man.
Listen. Hold on. No, listen, fellas. I'm gonna have to get out of here. I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. I'll let y'all two finish up, man. Holding it down, man. It's been a great show, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe to D313XP, man. And also follow our guys at Dynasty Sports Network, man. Hit that like and subscribe, man. I want to thank everybody that's came into it in the chat, man. So, but like I said, your boy got to get out of here. I got to get up and go to work in the morning, man. So, y'all hold it down, man.
Yeah.
I'll catch y'all later.
Yes, bro.
All right, brother.
All right. Now.
All right.
Salute.
Oh, and we don't get it twisted on. We love Marvin Bagley over here. You know, he looks a lot better this year in a lot of terms, so it's not like that. We just talking about the defense, my guy. But like I said to people, like, man, I don't care what nobody say about this player, but I really miss Drummond because like a lot of people didn't understand. I know he wasn't perfect. He made some mistakes. He admitted himself, but at the end of the day, they wasn't doing no figure skater rolls in our damn paint like that when he was here. These dudes be coming here looking like this on Sunday, coming in on our paint. That's what's killing us, man. And like,
straight killing us.
I watched Drummond in Chicago, and I'm like, bro, that frame, that ability to reach out and grab the ball when people pass it to him, and then the ability to put the ball back in when he rebounds from big shots. People took him for granted, bro. He one of the most for granted taken Pistons that we had in a while. And now he's gone, rim protecting for everybody else. And I still can't get over that because we told people, you lose Drummond, you keep Blake, you got to go into the dark ages with the Pistons in this rebuild. And that's exactly what it's been. That's exactly what it's been.
So, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my phone died. I had to get on the laptop. No, what I was saying is, man, we just need some help down there in the paint. You know what I'm saying? When Durant is not in the game, it's too big of a drop off defensively, and it's not helping us at all. We got to be able to stop the teams. If we preaching defense, then we need some bigs that actually can play some defense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the guard situation or who's handling the ball, I actually prefer when Cade is off the ball. I'm not gonna be honest with you. I honestly do, because I feel like he has to think less and he can get to his spots. Number one thing is, Killian's going to find you. If you're open, he's going to find you. I heard Greg Kelser say that last game. He's right. He's going to find you if you're open. So but at the same time, again, it's just Cade. It's like, bro, who else? You know what I'm saying? Is he gonna pass it to? Like you can only catch guys like Asar on so many cuts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we just need our shooters, man. And they all sitting over. You got Boyan, whether Burks is in or out. You got Joe Harris and you got Livers over here who can knock down shots. Now, one thing a lot of people ain't talking about that is really a underrated signing, Kevin Knox has been unconscious from the 3-point line. And he plays some D. So, like I said, that was a really, really sneaky little small signing that's helping out right now. And
yes,
he's providing those two things: is shooting and is length on the perimeter. We need that. We need that right now. So, but this whole thing is, man, you have to look at it. We facing these teams. A lot of these teams, we're in the game. We're controlling the game until the end of the game. That's telling you we just need our veterans, bro. We need our veterans.
We need those guys that'll be able to close the game, that'll be able to calm situations down. That's a little bit more consistent than some of these young guys are. We need that presence. And whenever we get there, who knows? But we need it.
Think about not really like. I know he's not like about to win most improved player or nothing, but it's just a blessing to see that how much he struggled when he was drafted. You can make an argument, maybe he came out too early and did the team he got drafted by too. And then it's like to see where he's at now, that the shots that he makes are falling, and then the defense is there. He looks like a whole different player. I'm like this point with him, I'm like keep him for extension. If you can keep him cheap now, keep him.
It takes some players time. We get so enamored at who's in the first round and expect the instant reaction from these guys. It takes some players some time. I say we sit here all the time and talk about how much we love our 04 Pistons. Man, if you look at how long it took some of them guys to actually get it, you know what I'm saying? So it takes time. And that's the one thing that us as fans, we don't want to hear. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear that because we've been waiting for decades and this and that. And we got all these first round picks that we got on the team. But listen, those guys have to learn how to play ball. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't college. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that another thing that people get really messed up is that just because someone's drafted in the top 10 or he's drafted number 1 does not mean he's automatically going to be LeBron James. So those are once in a lifetime type of players. You see what I'm saying? So, and we look at the MVP of the league. He wasn't the first round pick, was he? No. So it's called the lottery for a reason. And everybody in the top 10 is not some type of great player. We always sit here and say, we should have drafted this guy. We didn't draft this guy. We took him over them. Bro, it's a crapshoot. It still is a crapshoot. It really is. You don't know what you're going to get out of some of these guys, man. And some of the best players in this league that's perennial champions didn't even go in the top 10 nor the first round.
People was just raving about Patrick Williams just a couple years ago.
You just showed a picture of Draymond Green. Where did he get drafted?
Second round.
Know what I'm saying? But he's a champion. And some of these great starters, some of these great athletic scoring guys, some of them they finished their career without no rings. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of great stats that don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would rather that you raise the team up, that you give them the time they need to raise the team up thoroughly, and then you make the trades and add the stars. That's what Golden State did. That's what the Phoenix Suns did. The Spurs used to do that. That's the way you do it. And we're in year 3, but technically it's still year 2 because that last season was a wash. They don't want to hear that though.
Yep. That's true.
Yeah, that's fact.
That's true. Yeah. And just because you got the worst record don't mean you're gonna get the top pick.
Right.
So
we should know that by now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Still got us not getting Keegan Murray, man. No offense to Ivy, though.
See, Keegan. Here's the thing with Keegan. Keegan is a player that's played in college for longer than 1 year, so he's further along. So he fits in with that team, and he has the veterans over there where he fits in like a glove. We're throwing these guys in the fire. We started with Killian, the first pick, Troy Weaver, right? We threw him in the fire. Killian played basketball. Listen to me, basketball for 2 years before he came into the league. Yeah. That's why they call him the French phenom. He didn't play no basketball like all these AAU leagues and all this stuff like these other kids did. So this right now it's been his college. But guess what we did as the Pistons? We threw him right into the fire. He never went to the G League. He never came off the bench in the beginning. We threw him right into the fire to be successful. You know what I'm saying? So we've done that with so many of these guys, and I'm so tired of the Pistons doing that. Stop throwing these guys into the fire and putting them in situations that's slowing down the process. Let them gradually get there. We do this too often. You know what I'm saying? And with a guy like Asar, it's easier for him because He doesn't have to go out there and make decisions with the basketball. He doesn't have to go out there and worry about his 3-point percentage. He don't have to do that. He just has to be himself, which is athleticism, defense, more defense, and a lot of defense, rebounding. That's easier to do. That's right. Right. That's easy. It's easy for Jalen Duren. Right. It's easy for Jalen Duren to set a screen and go and try to go catch a lob off the pick and roll. That's a little easier to do than handling the basketball, worrying about where this veteran guy likes it, where this guy wants this done, or if he wants the ball. That's a lot to process as a guard. Guards are totally different. It's harder for them. That's why you see a lot of guards in their early years, they turn the ball over so much. It's a lot of thinking that they're the quarterback of the basketball court.
Yep. And the trip is, man, like when you look at what Killian, man, it's so weird. Like, they still somehow getting rid of this guy, but it's like, bro, this how young he was. You just not starting to see facial hair on him. His mustache just not coming through. I had more facial hair on my face when I was 14, bro. And y'all talking about getting rid of this guy. And every time I look up, though, he's making the right plays. The problem is they're giving Killian the Andre Drummond treatment. They don't let him run no plays.
First of all, it's not even let him run play. They don't run plays for him. So mid-range type of plays, cutting to the basket, finding a nice spot where he's hot at. They don't run plays for him. He's the play. That's the difference. He's the playmaker, natural point guard. Right. He makes the plays for everybody else. So that's automatically going to be a little bit tougher on him. And, people, patience are definitely going to run thin. He was drafted number 7. The futile mind, the fragile mind of basketball fans versus people who actually understand how basketball works. Yes, he was drafted 7. But then again, he was drafted 7. He didn't draft himself at 7. He didn't ask to be here at 7. They drafted him at 7. So we can't speed up the process with him or be selfish and say you should be this type of player because you were drafted at 7. That's kind of selfish. So that's the way that it is today. So I get it. I understand the fan base. Yeah, let's go and get this guy and that guy. Listen, we was ready to start Sasser after he had that 26-point game. What's been going on since then? You have to when teams understand how to stop when they actually try to stop somebody. You have to understand. Damian Lillard was guarding them. Damian Lillard ain't about to play no damn defense. I'm gonna wait till the fourth quarter and I'm gonna fry y'all ass. That's Damian Lillard's game.
Yep, that's true.
The first thing we do as fans, we grab our phone. Oh, he had this many points. He shot this percentage from there. It's like nerds have took over basketball. They have. I'm not even bullshitting. Nerds have took over sports with all of these stats and percentages and everything else. Instead of actually just looking at what's happening on the court. We're not losing games. Listen, we was down in the first half. We was shooting the ball better than them. And we still lost. We was shooting the ball better than percentage-wise. But we still lost. It's not telling you the plays where, we giving them extra baskets because we can't offensive rebound the basketball. Or we turning the fucking basketball over at an alarming rate or everything else. Yeah, shooting percentages is one thing, bro, but there's so many other aspects to basketball. And that's where we suffering at with the Pistons.
Yeah.
And I sound like somebody's grandfather right now trying to explain basketball. Like, man.
A lot of people, like, no matter how much we say it too, man, they just don't get it. It's like they want to see what they want to see. It's just blue blood to them, man. It's like, damn, what's wrong?
It was the most funniest thing. I was at the arena. It was the night, not the night. It was not the night he scored 21. He scored 23 this night, and it was so funny because the people in the crowd that despise him, they had no choice but to cheer for him, and they looked so tight. Doing it, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody else sucked that night. When I say everybody else sucked that night. And he had 23, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here looking at this like this is really amusing, dude. It's like, why don't y'all just cheer for y'all squad? You know what I'm saying? Period. Right. Encourage your players. Bad energy reads off bad energy.
Right.
Man, and when our energy is bad in the crowd, we don't show on that court. That's just what it is.
Exactly.
So
they'll say that for the Lions.
Oh man, please, man. The Lions been losing for decades, and they the most loyal fan base I ever seen in my life. That is what they are untouched when it comes to loyalty. Pistons fans,
crickets. Crickets.
Shout out to the crowd, man. We got still going recruitment.
Oh yeah. Shout out
and
to
Micro Mike is Micro Mike in the house, man. If y'all haven't had a chance, Bears Country Production, what's going on? I think that has something to do with Breed right there. But if y'all have a chance, y'all like this wisdom that's being spoken right now, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button for us, man, on this channel, man. We trying to get this thing going. And also, if you for some reason ain't following our brother right below us, man, please subscribe to him. He's the very best at doing this. You know what I'm saying? He took time out of his day to come help us out on the show and partially defend me because I got abused earlier. But anyway, that job, man, for showing up. But yeah, that's just yeah. God damn.
Yeah, man. But I had to get on here anyway, man, because I never found the time to really come on here. Y'all usually go on Thursdays, you know what I'm saying? And that's a really intense day for me. I have a lot going on them days. So, but today I found that time, and you know, I'm definitely in here. We
Wednesdays because of football season and stuff like that. And then, you know, even sometimes we might want to watch the Pistons game on Tuesday if we can, or I work Tuesday. So we said bump that. We just go do one show a week from now, and we'll pick Wednesday to do it. So,
man, sometimes I just consider maybe I should just quit my job and be a bum so I can really take my channel to that level. But
yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna say this.
I got 6 reasons in there why I can't do that. So, you know, time is definitely essence, man. And you know, we all work, we all got schedules, and it's just not easy to find time sometimes. So it's understandable. Life is definitely lifing right now, especially with Sleepy Joe in office.
Yes, sir.
Everything just high.
So I'll probably explain to you more off camera and stuff like that. Yeah. But I'm gonna put it like this. I ain't gonna say too much, but it's the stuff we working on trying to get going. And I'm gonna just say this: when I call you on your phone and say it's time, just be ready.
Oh, for sure, man. For sure. I definitely got a few sneaky little things in the works for myself too. So y'all be ready for it. I got some things on the floor for both squads, for both sides of the content.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, even though the Pistons suck right now, I'm still behind the scenes trying to get as much things on the floor as I can. But I got a few sneaky things coming, and it's just gonna happen. Just know that. So just when it happens, y'all.
When we get ready, we mean like you'll be involved. Like we'll get you involved too.
Oh, for sure. And that is similar to what I'm talking about. It's similar to what I'm talking about because my whole thing is always been bring everybody with you. You know what I'm saying? If you're going somewhere, you get there first. You get there, then you bring everybody with you. That's why we call Dynasty Sports Network. You know what I'm saying? We want everyone and every platform here in the city to be able to feed off of each other. We don't want the selfishness like some of those upper echelon networks. If y'all know, y'all know. We don't want all of that garbage. We actually are we're brothers. We're trying to bring our brothers along, you know, in unity because we all love the same team, right? No reason to step on each other. You know what I'm saying? So I got some moves in motion, man, to where I'm gonna be introducing some people to some things. So y'all, like I said, be ready. Be ready for it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Sir.
I finally got to do a stream plugged up. Man. Oh my God, so beautiful.
First of all, this guy, PSN. I'm next time I see you, I'm firing on you on site. It's on site. If you
told you, man.
if you feel something get chucked back in your head in the stadium, it was me. And you sit below me too. It's easy for me to throw French fries in the back of your head, Willie.
No, slap a girl on the button and say it was him.
He ain't gonna deny it either. He ain't gonna deny it. If y'all been to a game with him, he ain't denying nothing.
It was the super guilt hunter.
Oh man. Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Big H. He did a test stream the other day. He made an appearance on here. So it was good to see him again. Get his perception of things, man.
Same situation, man. Even though he in New Mexico, life been life, and man, a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
He just busy. So yeah.
Just gotta enjoy life the best way you can. Enjoy them opportunities, man. That's all you can do. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage.
You ain't lying about that one, bro. Shoot. Trust me, I know my pops just had surgery and everything, so that's a lot.
Prayers. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
prayers for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But listen, man. Pretty much we know what we got. We expect to see what our teams moving forward. Lions, we expect to have a good game against the Bears. We expect to come out on that game with a dub. I mean, that's just what we do as rivals. Bree, you gonna be on the podcast tomorrow. You want to plug that in, bro?
Yeah. I'm gonna be on Bears Country production podcast, man. We gonna do a preview of the Lions and Bears game. So I'll be on there, man. Y'all like and subscribe to their channel, man. They they got some good content. So like and subscribe to them because it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna check into that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir. I definitely see you.
What time, Bree?
I think around between 8 and 9 o'clock.
Okay, perfect.
Somewhere around there. I believe. I know they'll probably post it too on there.
Sure.
The Foster or Shorty, y'all can post the times on there too. So, but it's gonna be fun.
Time, let us know, man, because we will come around there and support, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Just from rival teams down, man, we can't work together and do stuff too, man. That's the only thing.
It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock Eastern and 8 Central time.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yes, sir. So it's gonna be fun.
Yes. Again, man, subscribe to them. Subscribe to everybody who in the chat. They got a channel. Mike, I know you're doing your thing in there, man. Dynasty Sports, of course. Big Willie, and of course, get everything in ourselves. Yeah, man, we working on a lot, man. It's not enough time in the day, as we all say. It's never enough time. So we gotta take every day how it comes. That's why we always say, man, especially I know a lot of y'all about to go out here and indulge in the holiday. Y'all be safe with that too, man. We got this game with the Bears, and we got a chance to finish off the Pat turds on Thanksgiving, which I'm gonna miss that game because I gotta work. So yeah, y'all can see I'm probably upset about that one. We got work to do. You know what I'm saying? We got a good chance to be 9-2, and you want to make sure you can capitalize on that, man, and try to build momentum the best way you can. And hopefully, Bruce Irvin work out if he ever play. Because right now we just chose to sign a dude named Quaid, and I don't even trust no name like that, but it's all good. Hopefully the Pistons can make something, find something, man. Hopefully we can get healthy. That's number one priority right there. Can we get healthy? Because I think that having that threat is shooting. I remember last year with Boyan every time he touched the ball, they just run it up to him the same way they're doing Cade now. So if we can get that shooting threat out there, I can definitely see maybe us changing some things around, man. Hopefully he just don't play boneheaded this year. But other than that, we got a lot to look forward to over the next couple of weeks. So with that being said, man, final thoughts for anybody? Or King or
I think we covered everything. I said we just gotta wait for these boys to get healthy, get back. For the Lions, that stretch. We in the second half of the season, keep pushing. Keep on pushing.
Yes. All right. Bree, anything else you want to say, man?
Yeah. Like I said, just the Lions to just keep doing their thing and everything. Just keep winning. Just take it one game at a time and stuff. So that this keep the pedal to the metal with them. As far as the Pistons, man, they got to stay healthy, and you know these back a lot of these back-to-back games has really has messed them up. Like people don't realize they got the most back-to-back games in the league.
Yep.
So it's really catching up on them.
Yep.
You can just see that health-wise. These young guys, you can see that they getting tired out there on that court.
Yep.
So they need to start getting healthy and just them back-to-back games. Luckily, they don't play until Friday in Cleveland, so that'll give them good rest. But it's just all about that. Definitely, shout out to the Motor City Crews, man. They won yesterday, so shout out to him. For sure. First win for Jamel McMillan, Nate McMillan's son. Actually, Nate McMillan was at that game too, so that was pretty cool for him to see his son get his first win as a head coach. So that was pretty cool to watch. But yeah, man, that's about it. That's about it.
Okay. Oh, before I forget, I'm sorry, fellas, but I gotta make my big announcement. So, Lord knows everybody, I got a lot of history with this channel from when I started creating content on here, man. It's been a hell of a process. I know I haven't had the success that I would like, but this is still my what they call a baby, right? But because of the direction we gone with the SB, man, and then the partnerships we making, like I said, with DSN and everything else, it's about time I make a full commitment far as keeping with this channel more about the three of us, me, Bree, and Daryl, and even on to a certain extent, though he don't really get a chance to come on here really with us. I'm going to be now making my solo videos on a whole nother channel. This will be only videos we'll put on this channel will be the three of us when we do actual videos together. Like we had a couple games where we did videos together. We didn't do a stream. We just did videos together. This will be a podcast, a video channel for the three of us. Everything we do will feature the three of us and whoever else we have on here with us. For our own separate channels, I'm going to be starting a new one officially by maybe Bears game. I'll be starting my new channel and making my first video over there, which will probably be a Lions game review. So with that being said, this has been a long road. Because it's a lot to cover at 2 minutes, so I might need space on another channel where I can do just my thing and help grow this platform as well, y'all. So y'all catch me, y'all see the channel in the community tab when I get it updated and everything how I want it. You'll see a community tab. I'm actually gonna start on that tonight, so be looking forward to that maybe by Saturday to hopefully before the game is actually over with on Sunday. So yeah, stay with me on that, everybody. And again, shout out to you, King, and everybody in the chat, man, and Daryl and YouTube Breed and Owen as well. It's all love, Owen. Nobody hates you, bro. It's all good. With that being said, no Miss J, this is Breed, and that's the head honcho himself, everything King. We out here, Coach. And I'm about to grab me a beer because I need one. Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Uh-oh. Yeah.